Hey guys, Captain Henson here, and today looking at the return of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. These are, well, this collects, was it four? Yeah, four Snow White Italian comics from the 50s to 53 to 1960. I learned about this through a video about the evil queen. I think it's Colin Looks Back. I think that's his name. And of course, Italian Snow White comics from the 50s, and these comics were translated in 20. This collection was released in 2017. And I mean, come on, foreign comics or foreign Disney comics novelty, and I was able to. I think they should still be selling this on eBay. I got it for like $13, so really good deal in my opinion. So when it comes to this book, we don't really have an overarching story. The four stories we do get are self-contained. Menace of the Witch's Ruby is about the evil queen, her real name is Grimhilda, and this doesn't come from this book. She was actually named that in the production notes of the first movie. She's back and teams up with other witches she returns. It's never explained how, but given that we see her flying on a broomstick, I can imagine that while falling, she was able to summon her broom. So she goes to this main witch here in order to basically get some of her power back. She wants to kill Snow White, but she fails. And then the other stories don't really connect, and the evil queen in this pretty much just becomes a Saturday morning villain. And the individual stories themselves are entertaining enough. I was kind of hoping for more of a, I don't know, more of a through-line narrative. Like each story would build upon the last. It's not really like that. Like I said, each one is standalone. But I will say this, if you are a fan of the Snow White film, I would recommend this. The stories are fun. As you can tell, it's colorful. The artwork itself is really good. Really does a good job matching the Disney style. Props to Romano Scarpa for his really good illustrations and coloring. Well, I like the bright colors. It matches well with Disney, but as you can see, the clothes are colored incorrectly, and this goes for like the entire book. The dwarves, as far as I can tell, never really have the right coloring. Like here, grumpy blue tunic. You see that throughout the book, but honestly, it's not much of a problem. Like I said, the artwork itself is really good, really nice expressions, really matches the Disney. Scarpa really does a great job at capturing the Disney art style. And also in the third story, we get Jiminy Cricket. So, certainly something, and we also see that let me just see if I can find it. Like in Pinocchio, where we saw that he had the hots for the Blue Fairy, we see here that he has the hots for Queen Grimhilda and wants to become her conscience. Yep, back in that kind of day. So this review was short, but quite frankly, I think if you're a fan of Disney, I would recommend this, especially if you're a fan of Snow White. The stories, even though they are standalone, they do give you a good insight into... you do get to see more of these characters. And Snow White gets more to do, somewhat. The prince actually talks. I mean, he sang in the film, but I mean, like, actually having fucking dialogue. So, yeah. I would definitely say this is more of a novelty, and I haven't read any other Disney comics, especially comics from the 50s. I'm sure most Disney comics are like this, where they're standalone from one another, never don't have much content in terms of continuity. But still, I'm glad I bought this, and I'm excited to get into other Disney comics. Now, given we got this, and we got Donald Duck and Uncle Scrooge comics translated and released by, is it Fantagraphic Books? Yeah, Fantagraphic Books. I'd really want them to release the Spanish Hunchback of Notre Dame comics. Please, Disney, if you're listening, please do that. I will gladly support that. So, what do you guys think? Have you read this comic? Are there any foreign Disney comics you would like to see them translate and release? And also, I would also get this just to support their official translations, just so we can get more. Because Disney has a very interesting history of... I mean, they got a ton of foreign comics. So just to get more of them easily accessible and translated would be nice. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, this is Captain Henson signing off, and don't forget, whistle while you work, hi-ho. Had to put that in there. See you next time.